composting toilets come in two basic designs. One can be as simple as a container filled with some type of medium, usually sawdust, and the liquids and solids go into that container. You mix it, add more material as you need. Those tend to be, you have to empty them regularly, otherwise the smell can become an issue in a small space. Moving up, the other type basically has a mechanism to separate the liquids from the solids. In that case, you empty the liquids quite regularly, but the solids are best left alone. They actually decompose without the moisture from the urine at a very rapid rate, and it's quite convenient. This particular model is made by Nature's Head, and it is a separating type. It has two separate containers, one for liquid and a composting bin for the solids. It requires no water supply, so that simplifies the installation, and it requires no sewage connection, and that greatly simplifies the maintenance and installation. The only connections required for this unit is a small vent hose that drafts the air to the outside, and 12 or 24 volt power supply for the fan. Let's take a closer look at this model. This model is the Nature's Head. It was originally designed for the boating industry. It's very sturdy, relatively lightweight. This is the entire unit with the compost. It has a standard type lid. The seat is fixed, and the inside is designed so that there's a bit of a diverter. The liquids are funneled to the hole in the front, and when you want to put the solids in, there's a trap door, much like an airplane toilet. The liquids are collected in this bin in the front, and that's something you probably want to empty on a every other day basis. To empty it is quite simple. There's two latches on the side. The seat lifts up. This is normally attached to the ground, and the liquid bin comes out. It's great fertilizer for your yard. Now, the composting bin is directly under the seat. You start it with peat moss, hydrated peat moss, and this unit has actually been in service now for, I'm almost embarrassed to say, about 8 months. The manufacturer says it's good for about 90 uses before you need to replace it, and this has been quite a surprise for me. The toilet has been, other than emptying the urinal, it is maintenance free and it is virtually odor free. Everything decomposes right here in the bin. There's an agitator right here that mixes it up, and at the end of your when you're ready to replace it, this whole section comes off. I'll show you how that comes off, and you just have the bin to take out and dump. So very simple system, trouble-free, and very convenient. The advantage again to a composting toilet system is the first is you don't create sewer. It's quite energy inefficient to use our drinking water to flush our solids, our waste away. It simplifies the installation, and it greatly simplifies and sanitizes what you have to deal with. If you are talking about living in a tiny house with a black water tank under the unit that you have to haul somewhere and empty, that is far more undesirable than emptying this recycle bin once every 6 months. So we're going to empty it and replace fresh media in it and show you how that goes. Alright, we're going to do a little test here, since they haven't come out with smell vision yet, and most people don't believe me when I tell them that the composting toilet doesn't have any odor. So what I've got on the table is a bin of fresh hydrated peat moss, which is how you start off the composting bin. And I have the actual composting toilet that's been in use now for over 6 months. And I have a willing participant here, Justin, and he's going to actually do a blindfold smell test for us. We'll see how this goes. So Justin, I'm going to lead you up here so you don't get too close. And I just want you to lean over slightly and tell me what you smell.
Smells sort of like soil.
Okay, let's move over here. Once again, lean over.
Slightly more like soil.
Okay, so one smells like soil, the second one smells slightly more like soil?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can take your blindfold off. Any odor of anything other than soil?
No, it certainly didn't smell like poo.
Okay. Well, thank you, Justin.
You're welcome.
We'll get you that beer.